The goal of this recording is just to give you a quick 5-minute overview of what accelerated mobile pages are all about. Accelerated mobile pages, or AMP for short, is a system created to ensure that websites load with extreme speed on cell phones, etc., especially where there's low bandwidth, and take up as little resources on that phone as possible, so that the site is always loads fast and is interactive across all mobile devices. As you can see, many major international companies are using AMP. CNN, Washington Post, branding and advertising, like for example Axe. These are companies that depend on AMP when running campaigns and showing news across various mobile devices. The benefit is Google ranks your site according to many factors, but page load speed is one of them. And Google has a major focus on the speed and functionality on a mobile device. So I'll show you how they rank that soon, but we've got to make sure that your site does well across all ranges, especially on mobile devices. So as an example of an AMP site, Lancome created their website using AMP, and they've lost no functionality whatsoever. It's a full e-commerce site, and you can buy products on the site at hyperspeed. So we recently decided we need to revamp the landing page of one of our major advertising campaigns that we run for swimming pool builders on the 3 quotes system. The landing page, as you can see, isn't bad, but it definitely looks a bit dated. So we wanted to improve that. And one of the things that made us really think seriously about that is when we analyzed the page speed insights that Google offered us. So you can see the page loads relatively quickly, although 5 seconds, according to Google, is way too slow. They prefer under 3 seconds. And so our total score here was 19. Not good at all. On the desktop side of things, we were at 51, which is okay. You can see it loads fast on the desktop PC at 2.8 seconds. But we weren't happy with that at all. So even though that page was giving good results, we decided we'd like to change it up, make it totally mobile friendly, and try and give it more of an app look than a web page look. And this is what we've come up with. It operates very much like an app. If you were to click on participating builders, it drops you down to a part of the page where we focus on that. If you clicked on try our 3-step quote generator, you would go down. You can have a look at what is included in your quotes. So the functionality is there, it loads nicely. The form itself only loads as you interact with it. So if you're looking for a pool renovation, it asks you what type of pool you've got. And do you know the size of the pool? If you know the size of the pool, it's going to ask you the size. If you don't know the size, then that goes away. Do you want optional extras? If you click no, it just asks you for area info. If you click yes, then it asks you for what additional products you would like quoted on. Then once you selected area, it asks you for the rest. And by doing that, by introducing what we require from the client, slowly they're far more likely to actually complete that form. So that is what it looks like on a mobile device. It also looks good on a desktop device. Let's just have a look at our quickly it loads by refreshing the page. There, it's done. That was less than a second. Click refresh, and it's back. So incredibly fast, and it still looks good on a desktop device. So AMP works brilliantly in any circumstance, and it is really cost effective to implement. But let's have a look at what the page speed insights according to Google are. As you can see, it's now up to 90 from 19 before. The full content pane loads in 1.9 seconds. Time to interactive is 3.5. So in other words, it's fully loaded in 3.5 seconds, but you can interact with it from the first 2 seconds or so. Far, far quicker. If we look at the desktop version, what Google has to say, 99%. It loads within half a second on a desktop. So we have a really fast site that works well on both desktop computers and mobiles. AMP is a brilliant way to accommodate you if you are looking at expanding your current website or looking at starting from scratch with a straight AMP site.